Okay, let's see if this works, and if it doesn't, um, well, there's not much I can do then. I'm going to have to do something. I don't know. I'm going to have to contact the internet provider, something like that. For now, let's just begin. I certainly do hope not. Hello, for the third time. I'm really sorry. Let's just hope things go well from now on, please. Hello, Nightmare Crimson. Welcome to the stream. I really hope no one unsubscribes because of this fucking trash. Can't even take off this damn armor. Uh, but yeah, welcome everyone. Thank you all for enduring this bullshit. Together with me. Restarting this fucking level. I'm not at my best today, unfortunately. But yeah, how have you guys been? I know I haven't been doing particularly well, but what about you? Have you at least been doing well? Are things going okay on your ends? I really hope so, because I don't wish what I'm going through on my worst enemy, you know? This really is just so frustrating. Like, things stop working for no reason, things start working for no reason, and I just have to deal with it. That's just how life works, buddy, I guess. That's nice to hear, at least, honestly, Nightmare Crimson. Always nice to, after a tiring day at work, be able to go home and relax doing something nice. Even if that something nice is as simple as just eating something good. Like, even such small pleasures can be like a godsend after dealing with annoying bosses for a while, you know? So I definitely understand, like, the feel, I guess. Unfortunately for me, well, there was this stream garbage, right? But outside of that, even, like, I made the unfortunate mistake of looking at Twitter today, and maybe you guys are aware, maybe you're not. Hello, Kodokunasu. But there's this absolute idiot, right? Called the LN Historian, the light novel historian. That if you want to know what his deal is, he's essentially just a normie tourist who has been trying to ruin the reputation of the new anime coming out. I think it's like Forced to be a Hero or something like that. He's been promoting it essentially as... One sec. ReZero... No, not ReZero. Mushoku Tensei, but without the... like DDR blood stuff, you know? And what he's trying to do is very apparent. He's trying to use the tactics of communities like Blue Archive against us, right? He's trying to make the anime seem as insufferable as possible, so that the people he doesn't like don't engage with it. He's essentially trying to gatekeep the community and turn at least the English-speaking community into a community of normies for the anime. Because, you know, coexistence is impossible, and he doesn't like us even taking part in, like, any of the communities he's in. Okay. What else? What else? Oh yeah, so if you see his posts, don't follow his advice. Like, obviously, like, forced to be a hero isn't the normie anime that he's trying to sell it as. It's actually incredibly degenerate. Like, if you actually research about it. And the people working on it, right? So don't let that idiot gatekeep you from like an anime that is provably for you, you know? Don't let him convince you otherwise. Give the anime a chance. It's pretty good, and absolutely do not like fall into his bullshit and let the community be dominated by annoying tourists like him. Like, become a part of it and make sure that, like, they don't exclude us out of our own things, you know? What do you think about Sentenced to be a Hero? I had a strong start, honestly. I only know the anime version. I know, sorry. I guess I'm a tourist too. But from what I see of the anime, of the stuff that released, it's pretty good, honestly. It's not like revolutionary or anything like that. It's not going to be the next like pseudo experiments lane or anything of the sort, but it is a really good anime that deserves people's attention, you know? Again, just don't be discouraged by that idiot. Like, do give the anime a chance and do participate in the community. It absolutely is a community for you, and like, in general, it's just a great anime you shouldn't skip out on just because of some internet Twitter idiot, you know? Now, where the hell do I go? Like, coming back to the game a bit. But yeah, speaking of anime in general, what have you guys been watching this season? Or are you guys the types that don't keep up too much with seasonal stuff? Personally, I'm not the type that keeps up with seasonal stuff, just out of personal preference. You know, I like to binge anime. Oh my god, it's the invisible bastards. God, and they're agile too. Jesus Christ. I dislike when they do the Doom thing where you activate a switch, right? And suddenly a bunch of enemies come out. I really dislike that, like boomershooter cliche specifically. Oh god damn it, it's the missile, guys. Oh, hello Andres, welcome to the stream. About seasonals, I don't know what I should watch. Like, just... Are you not used to doing like research about just searching up anime like by their names and figuring out like what stuff seems interesting to you? Welcome back, Metal Wolf. Welcome to the stream. Again, sorry for this whole thing. I really just... This really has just been like really annoying to me, you know? For sure I watched Sentence to be a Subaru man. A lol. God, these last few levels, they just been like spamming like difficult enemies together like it's no one's business. I know that it's like we're getting close to the end, but still, this is a bit ridiculous, honestly. Like, this amount of enemy span, even in some of the later levels, is just kinda silly, I think, you know? Like, it's not even difficult or fun at this point, it's just kind of annoying. At least in my opinion. Maybe I just have a shit taste, I don't know. To be fair, you have kind of a skill issue. That is fair, honestly. I'm not good at video games in general, I think you guys can tell. So, yeah. Maybe I'm just complaining over nothing. I'm very likely just complaining over nothing, let's be real. Especially when the game is nice enough to allow me to just use completely cheap tactics like these, you know? So yeah, I'm probably just complaining over nothing. Sorry. But in regards to seasonal anime, like, have you tried the leaning mechanic? I'm not good enough for the leaning mechanic. I'm pretty sure you do, like, yeah. I'm not good enough to use that. As Pump Pantsu like said, I have like a skill issue. I am absolutely not good enough for these kinds of advanced quote-unquote tactics. You know? Honestly, you play a manner that I thought you play with only keyboard, like in old Doom. Ah, okay. Oh, I do have a laser. Oh, God damn it. God, this was a tactic I loved in the original game too. In the Citadel, every time one of these guys like appeared, I just used the laser and just delete them. It was very satisfying. I should probably start doing that. I just didn't know that there was a game with a laser. No, there was a weapon with a laser in this game, since the like original machine gun that you can obtain doesn't have one. So, oh god. So yeah, I really just didn't even know that this was an option, you know? If I knew, like, this would have been so much easier. Like, it's not even funny how much harder I was making things for myself. So yeah, not all, but most of my problems with this game are definitely skill issues. Like Pup Pantsu is definitely right on that. Like, I have no excuse. But since we're in like less hectic part of the game, I like to ask you guys, like, what's your favorite type of, like, seasonal anime? Are you more into, like, the slice of life stuff, like moe blob stuff, or are you more into action anime, or maybe drama, horror? Like, what are your favorite genres of anime? Or like, because I saw that quite a few of you are into isekai, so maybe that's some of you guys' favorites. But yeah, since the stream seems to be working relatively well enough, another thing I like to ask is, like, I guess in regards to, since we were talking about this, the whole matter of tourists in anime, right? Because I was looking at a comment, YouTube comment, not a Twitter one this time, that gave me pause, you know, it made me think a bit. Because it's an old comment, but I never really thought of that. I just watch what I find interesting. That's fair. Because, and this is quite old at this point, obviously, but whenever Seed, like that ZZZ character, released, right? A lot of people weren't happy with her release because... One sec. They expected, like, the character to be a cool robot because of the way she was initially are advertised, you know? One sec. I salvaged what was left of your friends. Their bodies were severely damaged, and I must say that the reconstruction of them will not be successful. Don't blame yourself, that was not your fault. There was an unfinished module that your friends were preparing for you. I finished it and I'm keeping it for now. If you need it, I want you to take it. Thanks for your help, but... yeah, you don't replace like all those lovely people, I'm sorry. I don't have a favorite anime genre. Me loco, if anything I'm putting the stream in the background with the volume so low so YouTube thinks I'm watching, haha. Cheers, bro. Hope the stream doesn't fail and cut it off out of nowhere. Okay. I too hope that, honestly, I really do. And as always, thank you all for watching the streams. It doesn't matter how you're watching, just the fact that you are doing so is already, like, I already appreciate that a lot. But yeah, the whole ZZZ thing, right? Nah, Eska is best boy. I'm guessing you're talking about that character. Again, I still prefer the multitude of characters that we had before, but I don't think the Eska is like bad character. I just wish we had everyone else. I just wish they hadn't died. But again, going back to what I was talking about with like release of Siege, right? Like, from the way she was advertised, a lot of people thought that she was going to be the actual giant robot, you know? Not that she was going to be like a girl in a... essentially just a girl in... I don't even know what that is, but essentially they thought it was a giant robot, that's what the character was going to be, and it ended up just being a cute girl that summons the giant robot on her ult, you know? So a lot of people were frustrated, and of course, whenever that happened, a lot of people went with the usual arguments, right? Oh no, if you're surprised by this, then like the game wasn't for you. You know, this is a waifu game, so you should have expected it to be a waifu. Or like target audience wins again, that type of stuff, right? But I remember reading a comment on that thread that gave me pause. In like among all the other ones, which they said that look, I'm also a fan of this game, okay? I don't really care for the waifu stuff. I'm just paraphrasing. I don't really care for the waifu stuff, but you know what, you weirdos do whatever the hell you want. Like, I don't really give a shit like for what you enjoy. One way or the other. But I'm a fan of this game too. And personally, I play it because of how cool the characters are. be it for their special attacks or like in general in the story and the lore. I play for that. So I was really excited because for a while now they just been doing waifu characters for you guys to enjoy, for those types of fans of this game to enjoy. So I thought we'd see that they were finally making characters for fans like me, like people who are actually fans, who don't have a problem with you guys, but who want something for themselves as well, because we also like this game. And so when that ended up not being the case, obviously we were a bit disappointed. And again, people were kind of throwing around the buzzwords and the usual arguments, but it really gave me pause and made me think, like, is that person a tourist? Like, there are lots of people who lie on the internet, obviously. And so it's possible that that guy was completely bullshitting people and was actually a tourist. They were just pretending. But assuming what the guy said at face value, like, is he really a tourist, or is he a fan that like was just rightfully disappointed? Like, what do you guys think? Because again, that gave me pause. That made me like genuinely question, like, if anyone who is like criticizing fan service or who like expresses those kinds of opinions, anyone who isn't a degenerate, if they should by default be classified as tourists, even when they have more reasonable takes like this, you know? I want to know what you guys think. But for now, Eska. It was sometime after Starry Night. There was that ship, the UNS Citadel, fell down through the orbit. There used to be 72 of those huge starships protecting this planet. They were not only huge ships, but also an aggregate of cybernetics that stored a certain personality inside, just as the mechanical angels. I tried to communicate with the UNS Citadel with our ship's equipment. She was already offline. She died protecting this planet, and her wreckage became the basis of the city of the Citadel. There are no original angel ships left. After the ships were depleted, wartime mass production models were built. Thanks for the lore. Oh, hello, son. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Genérico Jerônimo. Welcome to the stream. At face value, I wouldn't really consider him a tourist. Yo, not a tourist, but was being an ally and got a reason to be one. Basically, he just wanted a topic to hate on the game. Like, you're saying that he wasn't a terrorist, but that you don't think that his complaints were necessarily valid. Like, something like that? Or am I misunderstanding you? Hypothetically, if someone just respectfully had the opinion that fan service equals bad, I wouldn't be able to fuck with them, but I wouldn't necessarily call them a terrorist. Asshole. Oh, okay. Basically, you think that that guy was just complaining about nothing. It's something like that. Like, not a terrorist, but some idiots complaining about nothing, trying to find reasons to complain. Is that what you mean? Because if so, then I can kind of understand that. I can understand that perspective. Don't know if I necessarily agree, but yeah, I can definitely understand the perspective that he, in your view, was complaining about nothing. Yeah, this works. Nice. So I know how to deal with the tankier enemies now. God, I love this laser. But yeah, in general, I think I agree with you guys that like not necessarily a terrorist, but you don't need to be a terrorist to be annoying. Like you can be annoying in other ways. So yeah, I guess that is a reasonable take on the situation. Because to the surprise of no one, the next season they released a cool robot dude. Yeah, and honestly that just like kind of contributes to like the what you were saying, that these people are complaining about nothing or trying to find reasons to complain. Because from what I've seen, a lot of people are complaining, oh no, but we finally got a cool robot dude, but his gameplay isn't like to my taste, or it isn't as good as it could be. So yeah, people really are just finding like reasons to complain. Like, yeah, you got your cool robot dude, but he wasn't exactly as you wanted him to be. So obviously that's also an issue. Like, you can never be satisfied, you can never just be happy. Being a tourist in an anime community is not necessary. I don't know if I necessarily get what you mean. Like, are you like corroborating what I'm saying, that you don't need to be a terrorist to be necessarily be a terrorist to be annoying? Is that what you're trying to say? Because if so, I agree, obviously. But what else was I talking about? Yeah. There was also another thing I wanted to discuss, I guess. A reference to terrorist, this is not necessary kind of argument. Oh, okay. Being a tourist in an anime is not oh, okay, now I get what you mean. Yeah, okay. Honestly, I can't even remember seeing someone who respectfully doesn't like fan service. They always insult the art and the media in the same breath and act superior. Yeah. I don't like doing that because I don't like generalizing. But it's hard sometimes because it really just feels like anyone who isn't a gooner, let's put it that way, is a dick to anyone who is, you know? Like, it's not nice, but it legitimately feels like sometimes that coexistence is impossible, you know? Because a lot of these people don't want coexistence, they just want you gone. They think that they are all high and mighty, that they are the only ones who are good, and that you existing. Like, they don't want a spot in your communities. They genuinely just want to take the community over because they don't want you in it. And yeah, it just makes things impossible, you know? But yeah, I do remember, like, there being something else I wanted to talk about. I already talked about the light novel Historian. I talked about... Oh. Like, tourists and things like that. But I distinctly remember I had something else I wanted to talk about. What was it? Whatever. When I remember, I remember. Exactly. It doesn't even need to be an ecchi. Take a look at E33 posts anywhere. It's just them hating on the anime style for no reason. Yeah. Like, I unironically, like, saw people saying that Expedition 33 is the evolution of JRPGs. Like, this is what JRPGs should be. And I guarantee you, if they made a JRPG that was exactly like Expedition but was anime styled, people would be the same people would be hating on it, because some people really just have anime derangement syndrome, you know? Like, they see anime and they are like, oh, anime, that means it can't be good, you know? Oh yeah, the new indie game, Parasite Mutant. The majority of complaints is about the use of an anime style. Again, it's so very obvious that they don't want to be a part of the medium, that they just want to take it over, that it's hard to like try to think, to even think about coexistence, you know, to not just fall into this like mindset of complete and utter gatekeeping. Like, despite its own issues, because of how obnoxious the other side, I guess you could say, are. Everyone is a tourist at some point. No. I really hate this argument of, oh no, but everyone is a tourist at some point. No. Like, there's a difference between being a new fan and a tourist, you know? If you go into a medium that you don't know and you want to learn more about it, you don't want to alter the media to your preferences. You just want to, like, find out more about it. Like, you don't want the media to change. You want yourself to discover more about it. That's the difference of a new fan and a tourist. Because, for example, with Doom, right? At some point, I didn't know Doom. So what was my like attitude towards it? Oh, I wanted to find out more about it. Like, I wanted to know what Doom was, and like what all the hype was about, and if it was something for me. Like, I appreciated the original vision and just wanted to learn more about it. That's not what being a tourist is. Being a tourist necessarily means that you are new to the medium and you want to change the medium to your liking, you know? You want to alter the medium, you don't want to learn more about the medium. On that same token, like, finding out about something because it's suddenly popular and you want to see what the buzz is about, there's nothing wrong with that. But, like, getting into a hobby just because it's trendy, like, that's what's bad. Like, there's a clear difference between like finding out about something that you genuinely find interesting because it got popular and wanting to learn more about it, and getting into something simply because it's popular, you know, being a trend chaser. Okay, but has your country has annoying older Chinese tourists? That's what most people mean by tourist, I think, sort of. I think we agreed on everything but the term used, and I feel like it hasn't been the same time. It's probably a bit confusing because tourist is suddenly a derogatory term despite coming from a neutral word that most people already know. I think Evil Book was talking about literal tourist. Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm so used to like you guys are saying using tourists like in the fandom sense that I honestly, and this is like I'm not even going to pretend, like I'm not going to say, oh no, it sounds bad. It is bad, but I actually kind of forgot that tourist actually just means someone traveling to another country to explore it, you know, because they think it's nice. Like I legit forgot about that for a bit. So yeah, very, very stupid on my part, and you are absolutely allowed to call me out for it. Doesn't help that a lot of anime fans misuse it and just applies it to anyone they don't like, or even people new to anime who haven't done anything wrong. Like I said, that's why I was kinda like asking. No, this doesn't seem like tourist behavior to me. But is it? What do you guys think? And most people agree, no, this dude is just being annoying, but no, that isn't him being a tourist. And yeah, you can apply this to a lot of things on the internet nowadays, unfortunately. I think we already talked about this, but a lot of words in general are just losing their meaning because people just apply them to everything. Like to describe the most like trivial of things. Or because it's a derogatory word, so they suddenly just, like you said, apply it to anything and anyone they don't like. Like, that's a problem in general with the internet nowadays. It's not just with the anime community, like, this is just a problem in general. Thank goodness I had a good sensor finger, because Jesus Christ, I would have gotten so banned. Like, if you guys were able to see that. Woo! Anyway. The term tourist, as you describe it, actually came around the same time Armored Core 6 used the term tourist as a derogatory, and then cute nickname for the player by one of the faction bosses. The thing tourist has always been kinda derogatory, thanks to weirdos that don't respect the culture of the place they're visiting. That is a fair point, but it definitely became a lot, like it definitely gained a lot of worse connotation recently. Like you said, there was always a kind of derogatory connotation, but like it was never used exclusively to refer to something as bad as people do nowadays. I feel like that usually depends on the countries involved. One sec. Yeah. Like in the last few years, tourists to Japan have gotten really bad reputation, but a lot of European countries, they are appreciated a lot. I think I should actually be happy, lol. For once, I'm not the one who is deeper into the slop than everyone else. Yeah, fair. One sec. There is an invisible bastard. Where are you? God damn it. Where are you? Where's the bastard? Okay, he's there. You. Okay. Parry the band. Yeah. That was a close call. Definitely. Okay. I think everything that should be censored anyway should be done with raw Cubo characters. Honestly, I agree. If you're going to censor anything, like, at least have it the decency of censoring it with lollies, you know? If they're raw Cubo lollies, even better. Have I said just how much I love how gory this game is? I don't think you've mentioned it yet, but yeah, I can definitely understand. This is pretty satisfying in its own way. This is on the upper floor. What's wrong, dude? They're like, nobody's gonna judge you for liking gore here. Like, calm down. You don't need to retract that message. I'm going to censor that. No, you evil bastard. How dare you? How could you? I thought we were friends. You traitorous. You traitorous evil bastard. I'm going to censor the Rokubu girls with Arona and Planatami. Oh, okay, fair. I would prefer if you didn't, but that's a fair trade. Okay. Is Mikyu Takara from Lucky Star Loli? I don't recognize the name specifically, so I'd have to see. Because the name isn't ringing any bells, you know? So I have to really see a good image of the character to really answer your question, you know? The one with the glasses. I feel like she's a bit too tall and like she's cutesy, but in terms of personality and body type, like the art style aside, like no, I don't think she's a loli. Like she's too tall, she's too mature in terms of personality. Like she's not too particularly cutesy. Like she's cute, but not like the particular type of lolly cutesy. And like Pampantsu said, her breasts are way too big. Like there is a lot of things that make her not a lolly, at least in my eyes. Yeah, the internet just suddenly became worse again, unfortunately. Well, at least now I know that it is the internet, you know? Like, it's not a problem with YouTube, it's not a problem with the stream settings. Apparently, it's just an internet issue. Nothing much I can do right now, but I can at least possibly resolve it later, since I know the cause. But yeah, for now, not much I can do, but just hope that it gets better. The internet really likes to ruin our fun, huh? Unfortunately so. And things were going so well before too. It's just really disappointing, honestly. But it really makes me wonder, like, what's causing this issue? Like, why is this happening, you know? That kind of stuff. Let me just check something real quick. BRB. Okay, not really guaranteed, but I think I may have an idea of what's going on. So yeah, not much I can do about it. All I can do really is just hope it gets better. For now at least. Later I will see if I can contact my internet provider and see if things like if I can make things better through them. The problem also is that it may be a YouTube issue. Since the internet is, like, for the most part fine for me, you know? So yeah, there's a lot of lag despite the internet being mostly okay, you know? So what could be causing it? That's the issue for me. I really am trying to figure out what's causing these internet issues and how can I solve them. Because it seems to be really random, you know? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't. And I really don't... like, I don't have a pattern, you know? So all I can think of is that it's a problem on YouTube's end. But is the, like, experience too terrible for you guys? Like, is it really, like, particularly awful? I'm guessing it is, unfortunately. Insane idea, too many colors somehow. Probably not, honestly, because, like, it's something that's just happening now, you know? It's just something that started happening recently. So I don't know. Oh, I don't have any ammunition. Honestly, I'll try to see. Maybe it's a thing with the computer, you know? Maybe I forgot to like install some kind of. Wait, that's a good idea. Let me see if let me pause it for a minute and see in the test manager because I think I might know the reason. Maybe it could be something happening in the background here. Let me see. Let me see. Hmm. Hmm. What could it be? What could it be? Maybe it could be this. Crash report client. Configurations. Gigabyte update service. Microsoft Edge. Some reason there's a lot of it happening in the background. Mm. Going to try to stop some services here and see if this improves things. Okay, let's see. No, no. I really want to fuck those black angel looking enemies, not gonna lie. I don't exactly blame you. I just had an idea. Let me just see this. It's probably not gonna do anything, but I just want to see. Nope, didn't help. Would have been really funny if it did, but nope. Just not the case, I guess. The only other thing I can think of is this, so let me just see. Okay, so let's see if this helps. Basically, I see 5 seconds of video and 5 seconds of buffering. I'm just going to finish this level then, and then we'll stop streaming, okay? And then I'll have to see like what I can do, because this is just not good. Like there's clearly something like going on that shouldn't be going on, you know? Say the least, obviously. Mouse and key bindings. Armor. Weapon, next weapon. Strip armor, enter. Okay, perfect. Now I should be able to do this. No, I think I need to be doing that instead. How do I access that? So weird. Sorry for the lack of commentary, this is just really demotivating, you know? I know it's probably even worse for you guys because like you're the ones that have to deal with like the actual string lag and all that, and a pretty bad like string lag, but yeah, I'll just have to see what I can do later, because for now all I can do is just finish this level and like try to solve things later. Oh, so that's how I meant to access it. Okay. No, I still don't get it. How do I access this? It's not through here. Maybe it is true here. Just whatever. Let's just finish this already. So frustrating too, because it seems like it's getting better for a while and then just doesn't, you know? Again, it's really demotivating because I don't even feel like commenting too much, because why bother? It's not being live streamed actually anyway, right? Like effectively, just perfect. And again, I really just don't know the reason. Really have zero idea why any of this is happening. Oh wait, I'm a dumbass. Why didn't I think of that? Perfect. And that's how you do that. Okay. And after that, gonna need to do censorship again. Since I'm going to level up, undo the censorship. Then let's take this. And I'm going to get those supplies before I end the level and the stream.